Hey guys, it's Kate, Zencat Vintage, and today we are at the Salvation Army thrift store in Brentwood Bay. I'm of course starting with the Christmas stuff because I absolutely cannot control myself. I can't stop myself from buying more Christmas junk. So here we are browsing the selection that they have out today. I did like this little, it was like a blow mold plastic style boot. I was thinking I could do something crafty with it, but I didn't end up getting it after all. Their Christmas stuff was a little sparse. We're kind of getting close to the big day, so there wasn't a ton of stuff. I did like those little fabric pine cone ornaments though. I've always wanted to make some, but never have. And then this bag, I really liked the pink colors. My daughter is really into like pinks and everything, so I was thinking maybe we could use those for our tree or maybe for our wreath. I really liked that one though, because I could see that there were some cool beaded ornaments in there. And then up here, I found this bag, which had some awesome beaded ornaments in it. Really, really cool ones in there that I was super jazzed to find. And there's also like some safety pin art. So that was a good score. And then I do decide to grab the little pink bag. Up here, there's just another little mishmash of bagged ornaments. There were some cute balls in there, but none that I was really super excited about. I really liked that blue and silver sort of like folded quilted handmade ornament. Again, something I wish I had the skill to make something like that, but I honestly don't know that I do. There was a little resin snowman and his missus. And this was just a really simple like ceramic piece. They had it priced at $9.99, which was peculiar. I have no idea why that was priced like that, but this was a bag of older Christmas, just glass Christmas baubles, but there were quite a few in there that were just literally smashed, which was kind of sad to see. And then I really did like these three angels. These are Mikasa. They were priced at $4.99, $5.99, something like that. And really pretty set. Not a ton of resale value on them though, and I personally don't have anywhere to display them, but they were really beautiful. Moving away from the Christmas section, this little gunslinging elephant, is that not the cutest little thing? Absolutely just like stinking adorable. Like, who would have thought to make a Wild West elephant? I just love it. This was a little vintage Hallmark ornament, like Our First Christmas. Dated 1997, was only 99 cents. Now this piece, I had no idea what this was. Honestly, never, I've seen something similar, but I had no idea what this was. It's a spoon holder. People were calling them glasses holders, but they're actually for spoons. That could have been a good pickup. I mean, they actually do seem to sell okay, but I ended up leaving it honestly because I was so confused as to what it was. This cutie reminded me of like Beatrix Potter or Brambley Hedge, if anyone's ever heard of Brambley Hedge. Similar ideas like Beatrix Potter stories, but it was all mice. It was done in the 80s. Kind of grew up with it. I think it was missing a bottom to it though. I have a feeling it was maybe a music box. Now here in the glasses, these look like Dorothy Thorpe. I wasn't confident that they were though. The Dorothy Thorpe I'm familiar with, the band on the top is a little bit thicker and it usually ages a little differently. So I did leave those, but Dorothy Thorpe is something worth looking out for. The sort of rounded roly-poly ones don't necessarily sell for quite as much as they did a few years ago when Mad Men was super popular. But Dorothy Thorpe, some of her pieces are signed and it's definitely worth looking at. Having a quick peek at this little jug here, missing a lid though. I was just checking to see if it was anything sort of interesting. And then these two pieces are carved wood. I'm not sure if they were, there were some other items in this area that looked like they were probably souvenir pieces that someone picked up when they were on vacation. I'm thinking that was maybe the case with these guys. They were very cool. Kind of regret not getting that one whose wing I knocked off, but I did put the wing back on, don't worry. This was a cool, this is like a little tumble up, little Mexican pottery, like carafe and cup. It's kind of cute. It was really small. It was very simple, but it was cute. Not sure what this piece would be for. Just some sort of planter or something. I'm honestly not sure. If you happen to know, let me know, because I was kind of curious. I was tapping on this box because at first I thought it might be tin, but it wasn't. It was just like a, like a cardstock sort of gift box. I really loved the antique kind of look of the bunnies. This was very cool. I really liked this. This was a souvenir piece from someone's trip to Cuba, but it totally reminded me of those, like the antique sort of face. You got the devil head and those like different faces for ashtrays. I'm feeling like maybe that was the inspiration behind it, behind the design of it. It was just kind of a simple sort of like mid-century made in Japan ice bucket. And this guy was also very, very cool. He was huge. He was like carved wood. He had, it was actually like a skin top on the drum, like hide. So he was very cool. Again, another like souvenir piece, but there was a listing for one that had a pretty high price on it, but I couldn't find any sold anywhere. So we did end up leaving him. He was priced at $8.99. Now I'm a cat mom, as I've mentioned a million times, so that's really the only reason this plate caught my eye. There was no signature or anything on it, but it was actually really nicely done. And then this, I knew right away, was an older piece of milk glass. This is a child's plate, like a little divided plate. I'm not sure because this one's unmarked, but I was able to find the identical looking plate made by Fire King. Fire King had a whole bunch of different marks and some of their pieces were unmarked, so there's a strong possibility that it is actually a Fire King. It's another piece of Mexican pottery. Really love the blue on this one. I used to pick up those pieces quite a bit, but I don't tend to pick them up as often anymore. I find that a lot of people are selling them. So it has to be pretty spectacular, kind of like really colorful or just a really striking design on it. The fish was also Mexican pottery. And this one, I was pretty sure when I saw it that it was a Royal Doulton piece. That one is the Cornwall pattern. Not a ton of resale value. These were weird. They're just like weird little resin candle holders, but I always gravitate to the kind of weird things. Which was why this box kind of spoke to me. This was a huge, heavy candle. I've never seen something like this, but it's actually called a celebration candle. It's got like all the years or the days or whatever it's for. This one kind of looked like it would be for a wedding. I'm not entirely sure, maybe for anniversaries or something, but anyways, it's a celebration candle and you burn it and it marks off like a year, or I guess it could be days leading up to an event or something. So it was kind of cool. It was something I'd never seen before. Now I'm checking out the toy section. I really love selling toys, and I really liked this doll. I knew she was some sort of like a cultural souvenir doll, and she's actually meant to represent, I guess it's the Sami people from kind of like Scandinavia, northern Scandinavia. This was just a little bag of little people. I always like to check them because some of them actually do have some good resale value, so. And then before we finished up, just a couple more stuffies. But that's it for today, and hopefully you guys stay tuned and enjoy the haul. Thanks, bye.